Yesterday, the investigators were able to make an arrest, or several arrests, in regards to the recent aggravated robberies. With information that investigators received through Crime Stoppers, they were able to obtain the names of two subjects involved in the robberies. The investigators corroborated the information with witness and video surveillance and ultimately obtained warrants for Candelario Rodriguez Jr. and Carlos Eduardo Delgado. Yesterday, with the assistance of the Cameron County Sheriff's Office, the vehicle was spotted and approached by Brownsville PD. Neither of the two subjects that were wanted were occupants in the vehicle. The two subjects in the vehicle were identified as Nidia Higareda and her son, Roberto Carlos Cruz. Further information was developed to the location of Delgado. They responded to 44 Civil Drive, where the investigators located Delgado. He was placed under arrest without incident, and while the officers were at the location, Candelario Rodriguez Jr. arrived, and the officers placed him under arrest also. Further investigation revealed that Higareda and Cruz were involved in a couple of burglaries in the area of Furniture Row and South Frontage Road. Both gave statements implicating themselves to the burglaries. Rodriguez and Delgado were charged with 4 counts of aggravated robbery, felony possession of a handgun, and engaging in organized criminal activity. It should be noted that these two subjects, the level of violence was escalating. They also did a robbery at a convenience store in Rancho Viejo, excuse me, in which one of them pistol whipped the clerk. Higareda and Cruz were currently charged with 1 count of burglary of a building, and the investigators are currently working on further charges.
Can you just list for us really quickly which locations they're tied to?
I don't have the locations, but they were, one of them was the restaurant, and I believe 3 of them were the hotels.
So a total of how many incidents?
Four warrants were obtained for them. There might be more, they're still working on.
So 4 incidents so far?
So far.
Okay. And then, so there were 4 arrests made yesterday?
There was 4 arrests made, yes.
Do you think that they were all working collaboratively?
They all know each other. Now, this is what the burglary investigators are working on obtaining other burglary warrants. The female, Higareda, and her son were at this point just charged with 1 burglary. One of the other 2 subjects might possibly be involved, and that's what they're working on right now.
The one where you said that one of the clerks got pistol whipped?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it, do we know, was the clerk resisting giving up, or they just came in immediately and started attacking?
No, not at all. It doesn't, by the video surveillance, it doesn't show that the clerk was resisting. This is just the level of violence that these 2 individuals were escalating to.
So did at any point these 4 work on the same incident, or are they different incidents?
Well, that's yet to be determined. For sure, Candelario Rodriguez and Carlos Delgado were involved in regards to the aggravated robberies.
Okay. And then which incidents were the mother and son involved in?
Involved in the recent burglaries that occurred a couple of days ago.
At the Furniture Mart, being one of them.
At the Furniture Mart, and I believe one of them was...
You said a restaurant also.
Yes, the Chinese place, the Chinese buffet, Asian buffet, I'm sorry.
And so the initial tip led to the woman and her son?
No, the initial tip led to the identity of the 2 subjects involved in the aggravated robberies.
Okay, so Delgado and Candelario?
Yes, Rodriguez.
Okay, and then so from there, from knowing the identity of those 2 men, y'all were able to locate the vehicle?
They were able to gain information to where a vehicle was identified, ultimately license plates, and then all of a sudden the vehicle was spotted and it was approached.
And this was after the Crime Stoppers reward amount was raised to $3,000 from the initial $1,000?
Correct.
Have y'all been able to locate the weapons that they used for these robberies?
I know that they located 1 weapon. I couldn't tell you if that's the weapon that they actually used.
Can you tell us what it was?
It was in the vehicle, or I'm sorry, at one of the residents.
No, but I'm sorry, what it was exactly?
I don't know.
Did they find the weapon in that 44 Civil Drive home?
I believe so.
So, the Rancho Row, incident with, the woman and her son, so that was like a mother-son team?
Correct.
Basically?
Mhm.
Did any of these people have past criminal records?
I don't know. Well, now I can tell you that, both subjects involved in the robberies are felons, and which is why they were charged with the possession of a handgun and a phone.